I am your anchor, and today is Monday, the 1st of June 2026. Here is a look at the stories shaping our nation and the world this morning. In politics, a suit challenging former President Goodluck Jonathan's eligibility to contest the 2027 presidential election has been transferred to the Court of Appeal. Meanwhile, the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, has publicly urged Jonathan to decline any presidential nomination from the People's Democratic Party. Across the political field, several 2027 presidential hopefuls have begun to emerge. The Accord Party has named Benga Olawepo Hashim as its flag bearer, while the Young People's Party has selected Anita Zugwai-Chukwu as its candidate following a primary election. The African Democratic Congress has also unveiled Chris Uba, backed by the Gombe chapter, as a presidential aspirant. On security, the military says it has rescued 31 kidnapping victims and neutralized 5 terrorists in operations across Zamfara and Katsina states. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has also uncovered a drug shipment concealed inside water purifiers intended for Europe. The National Tobacco Control Agency has raised an alarm over what it describes as a rising trend of nicotine product use among Nigerian youth. In the economy, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company reports a 37% increase in crude oil sales, reaching 23.65 million barrels in April. However, foreign direct investment has dropped by 80%, with investors reportedly favoring government bonds over direct business placements. The Nigerian Employers Consultative Association says economic reforms are yet to translate into meaningful relief for businesses. A separate report notes that 70% of Nigerian firms continue to depend on generators for power. In Oyo State, the abduction of schoolchildren and teachers continues to grip the nation. Governor Seyi Makinda has met with the families of the victims, assuring them of efforts to secure a safe return. President Bola Tinubu has dispatched National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu and House Speaker Tajuddin Abbas to affected communities. The president has also approved the deployment of 1,000 forest guards and a special rescue team. The Department of State Services says it has arrested 5 suspects, including 2 foreign nationals linked to the abduction. In Rivers State, Minister Nyesom Wike says his Rainbow Coalition will determine who succeeds Governor Siminalayi Fubara in 2027. In Kano, a lawmaker has accused Governor Abba Yusuf's administration of overseeing a rise in violent killings in the state. Globally, Ghana's parliament has passed an anti-LGBTQ bill, a development expected to draw significant international attention. In Lebanon, Israeli forces have seized a castle facility as part of what reports describe as an expanding ground operation. Colombia goes to the polls today in a presidential election that analysts say could redefine the country's relationship with the United States. In France, hundreds of people have been arrested and dozens of police officers injured following riots linked to the UEFA Champions League final. And in Myanmar, a large explosion has reportedly killed dozens of people in a rebel-held village. In sports, Nigeria striker Victor Osimhen has asked fans to disregard reports of a transfer move attributed to Super Eagles coach Eric Chella. Paris Saint-Germain's Champions League victory drew celebrations at Bet9 viewing centers in Lagos overnight. Arsenal fans are nursing disappointment after defender Gabriel's first penalty attempt for the club ended in heartbreak during the Champions League final loss. Rival clubs and players have since taken to social media to react. That is your news briefing for this Monday morning. Stay informed, stay safe, and we will see you in the next update. Good morning.